The play opens with a street fight between Montague and Capulet servants. This shows the deep hatred between the families immediately. Prince Aeschylus, Verona's ruler, arrives to stop the chaos. He warns that future fighting will be punished by death. We then meet Romeo, a Montague, who is sad and withdrawn. He is in love with Rosalind, but she does not love him back. Meanwhile, Lord Capulet plans a great feast and ball. He hopes his daughter Juliet will meet Count Paris there. Paris is a wealthy and respectable man Capulet wants for Juliet. These events set the stage for the lovers' first meeting. Romeo decides to go to the Capulet party in disguise. He hopes to see Rosalind, his current object of affection. However, at the party, he sees Juliet for the first time. He instantly forgets Rosalind and falls deeply in love with Juliet. Juliet also feels a strong connection to Romeo immediately. They talk and kiss, not knowing they are from enemy families. Later, they discover the shocking truth about their identities. This leads to the famous balcony scene where they declare their love. Despite the danger, they cannot deny their powerful feelings. They agree to marry secretly, hoping for a future together. Romeo and Juliet are secretly married by Friar Lawrence. The friar is a kind man who hopes their union might end the feud. He sees the purity of their love, but also the risks. Soon after the wedding, things take a dark turn. Tybalt, Juliet's cousin, recognizes Romeo from the party. He is furious and challenges Romeo to a duel. Romeo refuses to fight, as Tybalt is now his kinsman by marriage. Mercutio, Romeo's best friend, fights Tybalt instead to defend Romeo's honor. Tybalt kills Mercutio, which enrages Romeo beyond measure. In revenge, Romeo kills Tybalt, sealing his own fate. For killing Tybalt, Prince Aeschylus banishes Romeo from Verona. This news is devastating for both Romeo and Juliet. Their brief happiness is shattered by this separation. Juliet is then told she must marry Paris very soon. Her father, Lord Capulet, becomes very angry when she refuses. Desperate, Juliet seeks help from Friar Lawrence once more. He devises a risky plan to help her avoid the marriage. Juliet will drink a potion to make her appear dead for a time. The friar will send a message to Romeo about this plan. Romeo is meant to return and rescue Juliet from the tomb. Love is a central theme in Romeo and Juliet. The love between Romeo and Juliet is passionate and intense. It is often described as love at first sight. This love is so strong it makes them defy their families. They are willing to risk everything to be together. Shakespeare contrasts this pure love with the bitter hatred of the feud. The play also shows other kinds of love, like friendship. For example, Romeo's deep bond with his friend Mercutio. However, it is the romantic love that drives the main story. This powerful emotion leads to both joy and tragedy. Conflict is another major theme that shapes the play. The ancient grudge between the Montagues and Capulets is relentless. This long-standing feud causes constant violence and suffering. It creates an environment where hatred thrives more than peace. The conflict is not just between families, but also internal. Characters like Juliet struggle with loyalty to family versus love. The play shows how destructive such conflicts can be. It affects not only those directly involved, but the whole community. Ultimately, the conflict leads to the tragic deaths of many. Shakespeare suggests that such feuds are pointless and harmful. Fate or destiny plays a significant role in the story. Romeo and Juliet are called star-crossed lovers in the prologue. This suggests that their sad end is already decided by fate. Many unfortunate coincidences and unlucky events occur. For example, the message from Friar Lawrence never reaches Romeo in Mantua. These moments make it seem like external forces are at work. The characters often speak of feeling trapped by destiny. Shakespeare uses foreshadowing to hint at the tragic outcome. This creates a sense of inevitability throughout the play. It raises questions about free will versus predetermined fate. These themes of love, conflict, and fate are all interconnected. Romeo and Juliet's love blossoms in the midst of bitter conflict. The hatred between their families makes their love dangerous. Their attempts to overcome this conflict are often thwarted by fate. Bad timing and miscommunication lead to tragic consequences. The extreme emotions of passionate love and deep hatred fuel the drama. It seems that their intense love cannot survive in such a hateful world. The play explores whether the characters are victims of fate, or if their own impulsive choices lead to their downfall. This complex interplay makes the story so compelling. Romeo is one of the play's title characters. He is a Montague, and initially he is quite moody. He is often led by his strong emotions and passions. When he meets Juliet, he falls deeply and truly in love. This love changes him, making him more focused. However, he remains impulsive, which contributes to the tragedy. For instance, he quickly fights Tybalt after Mercutio dies. He is loyal to his friends and feels things very deeply. Despite his flaws, audiences often sympathize with Romeo's plight. His journey shows the powerful effect of love and grief. Juliet is the other title character, a young Capulet. At the beginning of the play, she is only 13 years old. She seems obedient to her parents and quite innocent. However, her love for Romeo makes her mature very quickly. She shows great courage and determination throughout the story. Juliet is intelligent and often more practical than Romeo. She questions Romeo's rash promises and considers the consequences. She defies her family's wishes to stay true to her love. Her strength in the face of adversity is remarkable. Juliet's transformation is a key part of the play's power. Several supporting characters are vital to the story's progression. Mercutio is Romeo's witty, loyal, and outspoken best friend. His death is a major turning point in the play. Tybalt is Juliet's hot-headed cousin, full of aggression. He represents the senseless hatred of the family feud. Friar Lawrence is a well-meaning religious figure who helps the lovers. However, his complex plans ultimately go wrong. The nurse is Juliet's confidant and a motherly figure. She provides comic relief but also some questionable advice. These characters add depth and drive the plot forward. The tragic end of Romeo and Juliet is heartbreaking. Their deaths finally make the Montagues and Capulets see sense. The families realize the terrible cost of their long feud. They agree to end their conflict, but it is too late for the lovers. The play remains incredibly popular even after centuries. This is because its themes are universal and timeless. Young love, family conflict, and fate still resonate today. The story has inspired countless adaptations in film, music, and art. It teaches us about the dangers of hatred and impulsive actions. Romeo and Juliet continues to be a powerful and moving tragedy. Welcome to our deep dive into one of the most enduring love stories ever told, Romeo and Juliet. This timeless tragedy by William Shakespeare has captivated audiences for centuries, and today, we will explore its rich narrative, key themes, and unforgettable characters. From the passionate love of the young couple to the devastating impact of family conflict, Romeo and Juliet offers a profound look at the human condition. Join us as we unravel the layers of this iconic play and discover why it continues to resonate with audiences around the world. Whether you are new to the story or a longtime admirer, there is always something new to learn from this masterpiece. So let's begin our journey into the world of Verona, where love and fate collide in a tragic dance.